The culmination of the Big Bang extended gameplay video shown at CitizenCon 2954 a year and a half ago was an announcement that Squadron 42, the epic Star Citizen single-player experience, would launch in 2026. Now that we're in March 2026, quarter of the way through the year, without a specific date communicated, does that ambition still seem likely to come to fruition? I'm Forrester, and this video will consider that. To begin with, the current official line seems to be that teams are still working towards a release this year. It's the usual cautious sort of phrase that doesn't rule out further delays, but reinforces the aspiration to release Squadron 42 this year. We've been told that the game is feature complete, with some ambiguous suggestions that the game is now in the polishing and bug fixing stage rather than developing the content or feature set. If that's true, it's possible that Squadron 42 may well be ready for the end of this year. It's ordinary for precise release dates not to be announced until relatively close to a release, say 3 to 6 months out. Given that Squadron 42 is likely to be an epic with A-list actors doing the voice work and motion capture, ordinarily that would lend itself towards a longer marketing run. But if the plan is for a holiday release, which is a popular time to go with and could potentially align with the Star Citizen annual CitizenCon event and sales calendar, that would indicate an announcement date perhaps in late May or even into August. All things being equal, that's the most likely approach if the game is to release this year, to set a date in one of the big sale events, tee up a CitizenCon to go heavy on hype prior to launch, and then be ready for people to buy in a big way for the holiday season. But all things aren't always equal. Firstly, it is seemingly common these days for a launch date to be announced for a game only to then be pushed back later. Many high-profile launches have fallen foul of this. Certainly, for those who have been following Star Citizen for over a decade, that wouldn't be too surprising, with many of us remembering when Squadron 42 was supposed to be launching in 2015 and then 2016. But secondly, GTA 6 is currently scheduled for release on the 19th of November 2026. If that holds true, it's likely to generate significant noise in the gaming space, which, even with the A-list cast backing the game, Squadron 42 might struggle to go up against. Well, almost everything might. That release window has also been pushed back in the past, but may be a factor for consideration. Even though the games really aren't similar, getting maximum coverage for Squadron will still be in the mind of the marketing team, who need it to be a success. So, still 2026 for Squadron 42? Hopefully, fingers crossed? We'll probably get an indication when an announcement takes place about whether there will be some kind of CitizenCon event this year, those announcements usually taking place between February and April. And if Squadron 42 is likely to release some kind of formal date before the end of September, I really hope we see it. But what do you think? Squadron 42 this year? Further delays? Maybe you don't even care about it and only want Star Citizen 1.0. I'll be interested to read your thoughts in the video comments. If you found this video interesting, you might press the like button to let me know I should make more of these slightly more speculative videos. And if you're not yet subscribed, given that you got this far, you might like to do that too, so that YouTube will know to show you more videos like this in future. But otherwise, and as always, thank you for watching.